favor say on the contrary, nay. The ayes have it.
A bill for an act titled the Political Parties and Organizations Amendment Act 2025.
Title settled and the bill passed.
Parliament has passed the Political Parties and Organizations Amendment Bill 2025 after presentation of the report from the Sectoral Committee on Legal and Constitutional Affairs and the minority report on the bill. Napak District Woman MP Nakut Faith moved the motion to read the bill for the second time and defended the motion, saying the object of the bill is to amend Cap 178 of the Principal Act to restrict government funding and other public resources provided to political parties represented in Parliament to only those that are members of the National Consultative Forum.
Provide for the Inter-Party Organization for Dialogue and the Forum for Non-Represented Political Parties and Political Organizations as organs of the National Consultative Forum.
West Budama North MP East Odoi Fox moved a motion to apply the waive required in the rules of procedure that gives 3 days to read the report, which was opposed by Honorable Jonathan Odur.
I beg to move a motion for the suspension of Rule 214(14)B to waive the requirement in the rules that a committee report on a bill shall be debated after the expiry of 3 days from the date the report was tabled.
A rule for that motion to be accepted in this House, the first condition is that the reports are laid or circulated on our electronic platforms 3 days before. Secondly, that the chair presents the report here after those 3 days.
Right, Honorable Speaker, Honorable colleagues, Rule 214 is not one of those rules that this House cannot suspend. So if it so pleases the House is at liberty to act in accordance with the rules.
However, the Speaker, Anita Among, moved the motion that Rule 214 be suspended, and the motion was supported, then gave the chairperson of the Committee on Legal, Stephen Barker, to proceed. The committee raised the need to condition funding on political parties' commitment to democratic principles of tolerance, dialogue, and peaceful coexistence.
The committee notes that the institutionalization of IPOD is a statutory body. It represents a critical step in the evolution of Uganda's democratic governance and political maturity. At institutional level, IPOD will be moving into a direction that is fundamental to its work.
However, the minority report on the same, presented by MP Jonathan Odur, states that if IPOD is institutionalized, it will impose a charge on the consolidated fund.
Parliament is stopped from proceeding on any bill or a motion for that bill that imposes a statutory charge on the consolidated fund. This is in Article 93 of the Constitution and Rule 130, Sub-Rule 1.
Government has already provided money for the National Consultative Forum, so there will not be any extra charge on the consolidated fund.
It says this bill has a financial implication which has been provided for in the budget of this institution. Okay. So it is not an imposition of a charge.
And if government says it does not have, and that is the legal advisor of government, and says it has no effect, then it doesn't.
This certificate will not impose new financing requirements. It will be financed within the already provided for budget.
The statement in the minority report that the bill breaches Article 93 of the Constitution was opposed.
No new charge or tax being introduced by the bill. And therefore, I think, and he knows it, but he's just taking Parliament for a ride.
Heard that the bill is not diabolic. It's actually intended to organize the current situation of political parties.
Speaker, are we proceeding well when we cannot discuss this issue? I have not been consulted as a leader of the summit. As a political party, we have not been consulted. How is it that we're debating this issue? And that is why I say it is diabolical. It is not done in the interest of the political players.
Have a gap as members of IPOD to go and ensure that you discuss this issue and maybe ask the president not to assent.
The bill was read for the second time, clause by clause. then third reading and passed, now awaits the President's assent.
For clarity, to require political party and organization to not only be a member of the Inter-Party Organization for Dialogue, but also participate in the activities of the Inter-Party Organization for Dialogue.
I put a question that the Political Parties and Organizations Amendment Bill 2025 be read the third time and do pass. Those in favor say on the contrary, nay. The ayes have it.
A bill for an act titled the Political Parties and Organizations Amendment Act 2025.
Title settled and the bill passed.
I'm Nafka Farid and Gloria Ogwita Benji at Parliament.